If you want to learn about TradingView setup, just go to the description. There is the link about TradingView setup and other links about all my trainings. Feel free to do it. Okay, let's start. Let me briefly mention about my setup. Yellow line is moving averages, 20, MA, red line MA10, green line MA5, and MACD indicator. Only one indicator, very simple. MACD, green line it's a bullish, red line it's a bearish. That's all. And buy and sell script, sell and buy. You see, sell and buy, very simple. Let's start it. Let's start SPY. SPY on quarterly, 3 months. It's a quarterly time frame. And let's see what's going on for SPY. Look at it. This MA5, it's a green line, right? Like I mentioned. Look at in 2001, MA5 did bearish crossover over 2010, over the red line, right? It was what? After that, what happened? It did bearish crossover over 20, and it was market crash, recession, depression, crisis, whatever you can call it. Okay, it was almost 20 years ago, right? 20 years ago. The second time it happened, 2008. To April 2008, this one it was January 2001. First time it happened for last 20 years. 2001, January. Second time it happened July 2008. We received sell signal, same like in 2001. 2001 was sell signal, 2008 was sell signal, MA5 did bearish crossover over 10, and after that what happened? We all know. It was market crash, recession, depression, whatever you can call it, whatever you can name it. And now it's again, 14 years later. 14 years later, we didn't see any bearish crossover. MA5 was trying to touch the MA10 in April 2016, but didn't cross over. In 2020, it didn't touch it at all. And now we just received, not now, it happened, just recently, right? Recently, in January 2023, in this quarter. It happened in this quarter. MA5 did bearish crossover. MA5 did bearish crossover, similar like it was previous recession and the recession before. 2 recessions before we have the same. I don't want to go back to the long history. Just for last 20 years, it's the same pattern happened again. And let's see what we will get. We will get bearish trend, or it will be market crash. We can have 2 scenarios, right? From here, because it did touch the MA20, right? And looks like it bounced from MA20, similar like it was in 2020. It bounced from MA20. In 2011, it bounced from MA20 also. It could be the same. It could move up, make a new high, or it will be double top, and it will make bearish divergences, and after that it will be crashed. That's possible. That's scenario possible. Everything possible in the market. And the second scenario, it can be sideways, and after that it will crash. Or the third scenario, it will continue to go lower. Now we did like 2 green bars, and after that it can be lower. Because what? Because MACD already gave us bearish crossover. MACD already gave us bearish crossover. The same bearish crossover was in 2008 and in 2001. That's what we observed. That's the pattern. That's the pattern, right? We didn't see huge volume yet. No capitulation. No crash yet. Whatever was before, it was just a regular correction. We didn't see anything crazy yet. We will see it. We will see it. We will see it very soon. Maybe, yeah, I believe it will happen this year. Okay, let's move to Qs. Let's see what Qs has. Let's see what Qs brings us. Let's move to Qs. Okay, Q's similar story, right? In 2001, Q's did bearish crossover. MA5 did bearish crossover over 10. This yellow circles, right? Just monitor the yellow circles. Same for the SPY, that's what I showed you. Yellow circles. MA5 did bearish crossover over 10, over red line in 2001. After that, it was crash. 2008, circle, another circle. Bearish MA5 did bearish crossover and sell signal in the script. Crash. And now what we have in April 2022, sell signal and MA5 did bearish crossover and MACD did bearish crossover. What can happen? We don't know. I believe it will be market crash. It's not a bear trend. It always starts from it always started from bear trend, but later on it will continue to go to market crash. We didn't see huge volume, like I said, like we saw it here. We saw it in 2001, in 2008. No volume yet, but we'll see. We'll see. It could be like we have green first quarter. It's the first green quarter so far. It can bounce MA10 and be rejected from it. We'll see. It bounced from 820. It's normal. It's always, like I said, when bars far from 820, they always want to connect to 820. Finally, they connected. The previous quarter, they connected to 820 and they bound. The last bar bounced from 820. That's what expected. But it can bounce even higher. It can, like I said, it can be double top. Like we can have three scenarios, right? Market has only three directions: up, down, or sideways. It's so simple. It's not rocket science. Anyone can learn it. But the complicated part is emotions and discipline. Okay, market can move up, revisit the same top, make it double top, and after that it will make it double top, make a bearish divergences on the MACD, and after that it will be crash. That's one scenario. The second scenario, it can continue bearish trend and go down and move down, continue downtrend and create crash scenario. The third one, it can go sideways. That's what market can do. As of now, MACD, look at that yellow circle, bearish crossover, similar like in 14 years ago, in 2008. Okay, let's move it. Let's move. The similar we observed on the SPY, right? Look at that SPY. SPY, the yellow circles, same yellow circles, right? That's what I showed you before. Same yellow circles in 2001, in 2008, on the MACD, on the moving averages, and now in 2023 we have the same scenario. Let's move to Dow. Let's move to Dow. Let's see what Dow has. Similar story. 2001, first yellow circle, right? 2001, January. Sell signal, bearish crossover on the MA5 over 10. After that, we had market crash. In 2008, sell signal on the bar on the script. MA5 did bearish crossover, yellow circle, right? After that, it was yellow circle on the bearish crossover on the MACD, green line changed to red, bearish crossover. After that, it was market crash. 14 years, not 14 years. It's 2016. We didn't make, Dow didn't make bearish crossover, but it did touched MA10. MA5 touched MA10. I did yellow circle just to show you. MACD did also, like red point. It didn't make bearish crossover, but it touched. And 14 years later, we observe the same scenario. Same scenario now, right? MA5 did bearish crossover. MA5 did bearish crossover. We'll see. Similar story. What it can do, it can have we can have three scenarios, right? It did touch like two quarters ago. It did touch the MA20, and it was bounced. MA20 was strong support, and it did bounce from MA20. It bounced from MA20. Let's see. It can continue and make a new high. A new high will create. You see, but MACD didn't move anywhere. Bars moved. MACD didn't move. It means it will create bearish divergences. After that, it will be bull trap. It will be huge bull trap, right? The double tap. After the double tap, it will create market crash. One scenario. The second scenario, it touched the MA10, and it can continue. It can bounce from it, can be rejected. It can go down and continue to make crash. I believe that it will be like first scenario, but we will do summary. Let's move. And the third scenario, it can do sideways. It can go sideways, and after that, it will crash. Can be three possible scenario. Let's move to IWM. Let's see what's going on with IWM, right? IWM, IWM has different picture. IWM has different picture. Let's look at it. 2008, first year of circle, right? MA5 did bearish crossover, sell signal on the script. After that, it was crash, huge volume. On MACD, red line, bearish trend, right? Market crash. Second happened on the other indexes. We didn't observe. 2016 it did bearish crossover. MA5 did bearish crossover, but it came back. It was very short and came back. Also, it did in 2018 on Russell 2000. On Russell 2000, it did in 2018. Look at it, 2018. And now we have it, and it happened again in 2022. It happened again. MACD bearish crossover, red line, that yellow circle. You see it on the diagram. That's what happened, and we'll see. It can be also three scenarios. It did touch the MA20. It can bounce from MA20. It did already bounce from MA20. It can move up, revisit the top, create a second top, double top. On MACD, it will be bearish divergences, and after that, it will be crash. The second scenario, it can go sideways, and after that, it will be crash. The third scenario, it can be rejected from MA10. Now it just touched MA10. It touched MA10 and can be rejected from MA10. It can be rejected and can go down and can be crashed. Absolutely possible. Everything possible in this world, especially in the stock market. But no volume. Look at it. The volume is still very low, even decreasing. Volume decreasing. During the crash, it's always huge volume. Okay, that's what we have. Let's do summary. Like I said already, we can observe multiple scenarios, but market definitely wants to have a crash. It wants to have a crash, and it could be this year. If not this year, beginning of the next year. Like I said, it can be three scenarios. It can make a double top and crash after that. It can go sideways and crash after that, or it can, like it now, it touched the MA10. It can be rejected, and it can make a crash after that. Multiple scenarios. I don't have crystal ball. I don't predict anything. I just follow the market direction, and that's all. Like for me, I do follow the market direction. Market direction is bearish because MACD is red line. MA5 did bearish crossover over 10. It is bearish trend. But on quarterly, I just monitor quarterly, weekly, monthly, but I don't trade on the quarterly, weekly, and monthly. I only trade I do my swing trading only on 4 days, I'm sorry, on 4 hours and day time frame. That's all. Thank you so much. Let's move to disclaimer. I am not a financial advisor. This video for educational informational purposes only. Please read it. Thank you for watching sample trading style videos. I do publish daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly updates for indexes, for stocks, for ETFs, for cryptos. Please subscribe for my YouTube channel and click like button to support the channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Bye and good luck.